Middle of the afternoon, my dog was on the leash, and there was a little pit bull female in the pond with a kid. Out of nowhere, she turned and she latched onto my dog's neck.
The term itself just scares you immediately when you hear the term pit bull. You get scared a little bit when you think of it, particularly when you have a small little puppy.
So you might buy a pup from somebody and they have a fight in line. The person who buy the dog might like pit bull. They don't know that. So your dog might be fine for 6-7 months old playing with every dog, and one day in playing, a dog might just nip your dog, and that trigger it off.
As a breed, I think pit bulls are beautiful dogs, just like any other dog. I think it really has to do, I think they've gotten a bad rap, particularly because of the owners, not because of the dog itself. You know, you can make a Chihuahua a crazy dog if you're an owner who doesn't know how to discipline your dog. So I think the reality is pit bulls, unfortunately, have had a bad rap, and they're just as wonderful and beautiful as any other breed.
Before I had a puppy in New York, I would think to people like, you know what, it's all about the owner, it's all about the owner, and don't worry about it. You know, and then all of a sudden you have a puppy, you see a pit bull coming down the street and you pick him up, you know, instantaneously. And then at the same time, when I'm in a shelter looking at dogs, like I'm right over to the pit bulls and they're up against my leg and they're looking so sweet, and you feel so bad. When you go to the shelter, 90% of the dogs there are pit bulls. And those are all owners who do things and you don't know their history.
Everybody heard the cry, and I couldn't get her off my dog. And when we got out of the park, this whole neck was bleeding.
They are just lovable, and they like to play, and they want to interact, and they really are just as sweet as any of the other dogs out here.
They don't deserve a bad rap at all. They're great dogs. They just need to know, people need to know how to handle this type of breed, and not a lot of people know how to handle it.
There are some owners in New York who aren't responsible. When you go to off-leash hours in this park particularly, you have the chance of having an irresponsible owner with a dog that could be violent, particularly towards puppies. You don't want to risk that.
There were 2 pit bulls, and they just decided out of nowhere they want to jump them. And that's, yeah, just talking about it, I'm a little skirmish, I'm sorry.
They keep going and going and going, and until somebody tells them to stop or control it, they'll just keep going.
A lot of macho people, and it's the truth, own pit bulls because they want to feel like walking around, yeah, my pit bull with your dog fight. They believe in that. And unfortunately, again, here we go again. So you see, your pit bull or my pit bull, if I own a pit bull, might have a stigma in the breed because of what somebody else do, which is very unfortunate.
I feel bad that I have the stereotype over pit bulls, and I don't want to. And I love them when I don't have a puppy in my hands, but when I have a puppy in my hands, I'm going to pick them up if I see a pit bull coming.
I don't like that breed. I don't like the way they look. I don't trust them. I've seen fights.
A lot of dogs get riled up out here just because there's so many dogs out here in the park, but it has nothing to do with their breed. I think pit bulls are just as sweet as any other breed you can find.
I want to be fair to the breed. And as I said before, pit bulls I think is a good breed, but we have to be careful genetically.
I just don't like them. And I think they should be banned, or people with pits should always keep their dog on leash unless they pass some kind of temperament test. I don't know. I mean, Tyrell is the dog trainer. He loves them, so what can I tell you?
If I had a child, I absolutely would trust a pit bull with my child because, again, it goes to the parent, it goes to the owner. It has nothing to do with the dog itself. You know, you could have Pekingese or something like that, and if you didn't really teach it discipline and show it what to do, it could bite your child. Anything. I mean, any dog could bite a child if you don't show it any discipline.